Hello folks, it is Thursday, July 23rd, 2020, 5:30 p.m., 88 Fahrenheit, 31 Celsius. I'm way out in the New York City borough of Queens today, the last neighborhood in Queens before hitting Nassau County, Long Island. This is Douglaston-Little. I rode my bicycle out here because this area is underserved by public transportation, and I'm going to be walking this neighborhood today. Hopefully my cell phone service holds up. I did notice that my T-Mobile phone has 2 bars of service. Meanwhile, my Verizon phone, which is what I'm streaming with right now, has 4 bars of service. So Verizon is working well in this neighborhood from what I can tell. Well, let's get started. I'm going to be bringing my bike with me today because I don't feel like locking it up. I'm on Shore Road and Warwick Avenue. Over here you can see many boats on the water, as well as the Throgs Neck Bridge to Throgs Neck, Bronx, connecting Throgs Neck, Bronx to Bayside. This is my first time in this neighborhood. I haven't really been up here to this part of Queens before. When I was riding my bicycle through here, I noticed that it is a mainly residential area, and some of these homes are incredible. They're built like mansions pretty much. The apocalypse. I'm in your neighborhood today? Wow. So awesome. I guess if you know it's in New York City, I'll get to it eventually, right? There's a lone squirrel there, jumping through the grass. These are the kinds of homes that are out here today. So Little Neck, a lot of these homes, they remind me of homes in Long Island, but it's not Long Island. Long Island referring to the counties of Nassau and Suffolk. Many people assume that you can only get these kind of homes in Nassau or Suffolk, but here it is in the last neighborhood in Queens, and you get homes like these, historic homes, taking up a lot of space, and they're very extravagant. Many of these homes, they're easily tens of millions of dollars. I got to adjust my helmet because it's just ringing up against my bell all the time. Every time I hit a bump, it's like ding, 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 very lightly. All right. Here's West Drive. There really isn't too much of a sidewalk either. Starscream, your great-grandmother used to live in Little Neck, Queens, and there's an Indian tribe, the Matinecock Indian tribe from Nassau County. Great. That's awesome. I was reading up a little bit of the history of the area, and it was settled by the Dutch. They came to the area because of fishing and the rich land, and they got control of an area except for Madden's Neck. And Thomas Hicks of the Hicks family founded Hicksville and drove the Mananticock Indians away from the area at today's Northern Boulevard and Marathon Parkway. Bill, I'm in your hometown now. All right. It's a very peaceful area. Scott, you almost rented a house here, but it went fast. I can see why. Other than the large homes here, I don't really see too many like businesses, restaurants. This is all a residential area. It's very quiet. Reminds me of like Bayside, Queens a little bit, and parts of Whitestone. Scott, it was right on the bay. Nice. Brooklyn, New York, asking what would I say is the best part of New York to live in? That's such a hard question for me to answer right now, because before COVID, I would have said the best area is Billionaires Row, Midtown, because it's right on the city. But now that COVID hit and things have slowed up, a lot of the smaller neighborhoods like this, away from people, may be a better option, like Douglaston-Little. Right now, the outer boroughs of New York City, I find, are more attractive than the large downtown areas of Manhattan now, just because there's not too much activity there anymore. Although it is coming back though, I have to say. Look at this home, my goodness. Jack, yes, there is nobody around here. I get to view all the homes for myself. Also, I have to tell you something. If you ever walk through New York City and you wonder why some of the street signs, they're brown colored instead of green, well, the brown colored street signs usually indicate a historic district that's preserved by the Landmarks Commission. So this is Beverly Road and West Drive. Joe Hernandez saying be careful of the private security around here. I mean, I'm not doing anything harmful. I'm not committing a crime by recording the neighborhood. I guess if they tell me to leave, I'll just leave. But even still, I think this is public property. I think this might be one of the most extravagant homes or properties in Douglaston-Little. I think this used to be called the Douglas Manor, but now it's a community club called the Douglaston Club. Absolutely gorgeous, folks. So either people didn't get the notification for this live because I don't really notice as many people on this live stream today, or it could be the other way, that people don't really want to see this neighborhood because it's kind of like an unknown in New York City. Mark, you got a notification? Yeah, that's what I figured. This is a kind of like a neighborhood that is not too popular. I mean, just walking through this neighborhood, if you're not into big fancy homes and not much else, then you're probably not going to like this neighborhood. Look at this. Hydrangeas, roses in front. Large brick house too. Yeah, I got a comment already on the live stream that people want to see Manhattan. It's understandable, but I can't film Manhattan all the time. I mean, for me to go into Manhattan, it feels like right now Manhattan feels a little bit deserted and not really the life that it should be. And it's actually a little bit like surreal and upsetting kind of to go to Manhattan all the time. It's good to go into these neighborhoods once in a while where people live, where some nice houses are. Of course, I'm still gonna do Manhattan videos. I still got them on my channel if you want to go up and look at them. But I think as a New York City content creator, I should like represent all the 5 boroughs and a lot of the neighborhoods, no matter if it's Manhattan or Midtown or my neighborhood of Astoria or the hot neighborhoods like Williamsburg, Dumbo, West Village, Sunset Park, Bensonhurst. These are the neighborhoods that do not really get much attention because they're so far away from the subway, like South Jamaica, Douglaston, Little Neck. There's even like Throgs Neck in the Bronx. Take a look at this house. These are like old designs. They're like farmhouses. Paul Ledoux, thank you for the $2. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yankees 1996 full, you're in Throgs Neck and this is way better. Yes. These are some of the most fancy homes I've ever seen in New York City. It's also quite hilly too. Vlad Popescu, a lot of people from all over the world appreciate the diversity you show on your channel. Absolutely. Hopefully I don't get any kind of like defensive people getting mad at me or getting defensive for recording their property from the sidewalk, just like Staten Island that time. I got chased off by someone saying, hey, why are you taking pictures? And I was just saying, hey, I'm leaving now. And I didn't even say anything. Yeah, April, I might get some pushback, but that's just the way it is. Kevin's asking why this neighborhood is named Little Neck. I actually don't know why it's called Little Neck. I was even trying to look up the history of it, and it's hard to know. I do know that on a map, it kind of does look like a long neck. There's Little Neck, Queens, which is kind of like a long neck. And then you have Great Neck, which is the next area after Little Neck. And it's longer than Little Neck. So there's Great Neck and there's Little Neck. Here's Center Drive before I was on West Drive. All right, I gotta address some of these super chats and memberships. All right, Kamikaze 1976, thank you for joining the Panda membership. I appreciate it very much. And Design Ideas, thank you for the $5. You're awesome. How much would it cost to live here? Probably a lot of money if you want to buy. These homes are probably multiple millions of dollars easily. Victor 93 with Swedish Krone 20. Thank you so much. Durrell saying the name from small hard clams from Little Nook Bay were served in some restaurants. Interesting. It's so interesting seeing the variety of different architectural styles of these homes. You have like wooden frames and brick frames, and then you got homes like these with driveways that go down. Yeah, it's very hot today. I'm the only one on these streets. I haven't ran into like a single person walking around here. I actually feel like I might be disturbing the peace a little bit if I talk too loudly, so maybe it's better if I talk softer. This is, I think it's called Center Drive in Douglaston-Little. This home is under renovations. There's even a porta potty there. Look at this. This hedge is so close to the sidewalk. That's how narrow it is. No people on the streets because it's a residential area, and when people live here, they got enough space in their homes to walk around. Why would you want to walk outside when you can be inside air conditioning and have like 3-4 floors to yourself? I think that's the reason why people aren't outside. I only saw one person back there walking their dog, and that's a reason to be outside walking the dog. Michael Forbes, thank you for $5. Appreciate it very much. Your reliability and dedication is an inspiration. Love sharing these walks with you and the community you have created. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you very much. And I do need to get some water because it's hot out. It's like close to 90 degrees. The summer's not going away anytime soon. All right. I'm getting a workout today, riding my bike here and then walking around doing a live stream. This is Arlye Road and East Drive. Look at that sidewalk, huh? This is a bad looking sidewalk. The tree root is completely uprooting it. Now I am gonna look to see where else I can walk to. Oh, there's a nice field over there. Let me go over there. That looks kind of cool. CB Earth Day 2070 saying too many insects there. Why not? Let's go. Let's go through this wooded area. Ooh, spooky. Darrell, I took my single speed bike out here, mainly because I'm a little bit lazy to bring in my gravel bike for service when I know I'm gonna have like a 2-week wait for it to get fixed with the noise. It is hard for me to walk down this, especially carrying my bike. I'm like walking on my heels and trying to like stop myself from going down it any quicker. Tech Explorers NYC almost bought an apartment in Douglaston. It cost $350,000 5 years ago. Wow, that would have been a great place to buy. Probably now it's millions of dollars. Oh my gosh, when's this hill gonna end? I would prefer an uphill rather than a downhill just because I'm pushing my bike also. Look at this. I'm afraid to lose control. Or maybe I'll push it on the grass. Yeah. Sorry, grass. I need to use you to slow down my rate of descent. Yeah, the grass helps a lot. All right. What a nice neighborhood. All right, let me go this way. Kevin, you're watching me in a San Diego live stream. Wow, 2 live streams at once. These homes are incredible. Each one is so unique too. That's what makes it so interesting. Yeah, Azure, I did notice that there's really like no grocery stores, restaurants, anything out here. It's just homes. People, they just own cars here and they drive to wherever they need to go. They'll drive to downtown Flushing, they'll go to Bayside, Whitestone, and that's where they'll eat and do their shopping. Or if you're like me, you'll go all the way out from Astoria and you ride your bike here. Is there a view to the right? Not really. Someone's trimming the lawn right now. I did see Tom and Sarah's attempted live stream yesterday. It was pretty bad that they got caught in it. They had to end the live stream because it was just too dangerous to walk. Hill, no kidding, that is a big hill. Cyclist. And there's also a route that goes downhill and another route that continues straight. Let me check my map, see if I can go either way, because I don't want to get caught. Thank you so much, Godson with $5. Appreciate it very much. So, going the left goes to the Little Neck subway, Long Island Railroad Station, and going straight will lead me back into the other area. Let's go this way. Let's go that way. Just because it'll get us out of this like residential neighborhood. Yeah, I don't want to keep walking through this residential area. I'm pretty sure people get the idea of what this area is all about. Here you got a sign there, Douglaston Historic District. You can see it, a big area of Douglaston is part of the historic district. Almost the entire area. B. Griffin saying Boringville. I don't think it's that boring. You got some nice homes here. You got a lot of different architecture, breeze, birds singing. hey look, no sidewalk, and I gotta pace myself so that my bicycle does not go too fast in front of me. Hopefully there's no car behind me too, and they see me. Yeah, I don't see too many streetlights either, Avenue Cortez too. It's kind of like the woods here. What's this random red driveway or garage? This is so strange. I haven't been in too many areas of New York City like this. There's like a windy road and the hill there. And take a look behind me. That's where I came from. Does not remind me of New York City at all. Not at all. Udall's Cove Park Trail. And you gotta be out of your mind to take that trail because it does not look well kept at all. In fact, I'm gonna even look on my phone, see where this trail takes you. Thank you, Tim England, for $1. Yeah, this trail probably full of ticks too, you're right. I don't even see the route on Google Maps at all. It says it's a 31-acre natural wetland habitat, but I'm not going in there, especially carrying my bike, because doing it without a bike is hard enough. Yeah, that, and I don't have insect repellent on me. And yeah, there are a lot of bugs because there's a swamp over there. You can see it. And a swamp is basically a forest covered in water. Aurora Pond. Oh, this is cool. I think I could just stop here for a little bit. I don't think it will hurt. Whoa, this is so nice. All right, quick. I gotta take a quick picture before the mosquitoes get onto me, and then I'm out of here. Picture with the gate. That's nice. All right, let's turn this around and I'll show you a quick selfie. This is nice. You can get a lot of nice pictures here. Aurora Pond, folks. All right. Time for me to turn this bike around and get out of here. But I didn't really notice too many bugs on me to begin with. Look at this cyclist. Zoom. He's got the right idea. I could have done that too, but I'm live streaming. I'm surprised that the cell phone signal is so good here. Udall's Cove Park. This trail is a little bit better, but I'm not sure how well kept it is going in there. Dutch Maz, I will not be live streaming on a bike. Kamikaze 1976 saying all the rich people probably pay for coverage. I would think so, because where people live, they're gonna need cell phone signal, and if they don't get it, they're gonna complain. And I know if I had T-Mobile, I would complain right now, because there's only 2 bars of service. Verizon's got 4 out of 5. So if you're living in Douglaston or Little Neck, get Verizon, because Verizon service works great here. Jonathan C. asking if I took the Long Island Railroad. No, I actually took the 7 train here to, well, not here. I took it to the Flushing Main Street stop, and then I rode my bicycle from there to Little Neck. Look at this, folks. I went down a hill only to go back up. And there's a car behind me. I'm gonna let this car go first. This is narrow, folks. I don't know how they can do 2-way traffic here. Long Island Railroad station ahead. I did see that. And just in the nick of time, too. Look, there's a signal there with 2 flashing lights. What does that mean? Anyone want to tell me? What's coming, folks? Why is everyone waiting here? Why can't we go? What's going on? Hey. Hey. Can I go under this barrier and go over to the other side? I don't see anything coming. I was only kidding, by the way. Only someone out of their right mind would go onto these barriers right now. If you have half a brain, you know you're not gonna go under here. Even the ducks know to wait. There's the train. Douglaston, Long Island Railroad. Let's wait for this train to leave. Esteban saying some people do go around the barrier. Yup. And for those people who do, I have to really ask, what is wrong with you? I mean, I'm sure your life is a lot more valuable to wait a few seconds than to risk going around the barrier and getting flattened by a train. I don't really know what's in their mind when they do it, but there's even a sign here. Like, really, do you even need this sign? Warning, do not go around lower gates. Expect multiple trains any direction, anytime. It's like, duh. If you want to live, don't go around the barrier. Maybe they should make that the sign instead. Duh. If you want to live, don't go past the gates. That might be a better sign to have. Square bet. Don't be stupid sign. Oh, let's make it. Ding, 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 ding. I love that sound. Let's go around. Let's go around. You know what I will do? I'll do this though. Instead of me going under the barrier, you guys are gonna go just underneath the gate here. So enjoy, folks. You're gonna get flattened by a train, I'm not. You're not on the tracks, you're just underneath the gate. I've turned this live stream into a train fanning video now. All right, here it comes. Well, that was cool. Whoa! What is this? Amazing what technology can do now. All right, let's go. I hope you enjoyed that train moment. Asking Trill Boy Gaming, asking what bus is that? I'm not even sure what bus that is. Wow, I didn't know this station has so much activity. There's another train coming now. Yorkie Girl 16, no, that's not the Metro North train. That's the Port Washington branch of the Long Island Railroad. This is Little Neck Parkway. Little Neck Parkway. What bus is this? This is Q36 to Jamaica. Now let me look up my map again, see how I can best plan my route. You know what I can do? Let's walk to Long Island. Glenwood Street is very close by. Go this way. And then I'll make my way back to Northern Boulevard, where I can ride my bicycle back. Brooklyn, New York saying, you forgot I'm in Queens. I won't be in Queens in a short while. Just a short few blocks, I'll be in Nassau County. Long Island's right around the corner. And we might even get some indications of that when we see like the street pavement change and the street signs change and the fire hydrants change. I love seeing borders change between New York City and Long Island because it's so funny. You see like in the middle of the street, right in the middle, the pavement changes color or it's a different texture. And it's like one moment you're walking in New York City, the other moment you're walking in Long Island, and it looks completely different. All right. Here is Westmoreland Street. Can you have a longer name for a street in New York City? Westmoreland? Where's Eastmoreland or Northmoreland or Southmoreland or Northeastmoreland? What about Westless Land? Sounds like something out of a fantasy book. LY saying no more land. That's a pretty funny one too. That is a good question. Someone did ask, if you're near the border, is it more desirable to live on the New York City side or the Long Island side? I have heard that generally people prefer to live on the New York City side because they do pay less in property taxes. But relatively, the Long Island side, you'll get better access to the schools and like better services. And there's even homes that bisect the border too. Like the front yard will be in New York City and the backyard will be in Long Island. It's so strange. The border runs right through the middle of their house, or like a portion of their house. There's even an area where I noticed one side of the street was New York City, the other side of the street was Long Island, and there were two different fire hydrants facing off with each other. You had the New York City fire hydrant on one side and the Long Island fire hydrant on the other, and they look completely different. Test DC, thank you for the $5. Appreciate it very much. Thank you. S. Young saying, is there a border guard between Queens and Long Island? Nope. Thank goodness it's not an international border, right? Although there are places like that. Like between Vermont and Canada, there's a street there called, I think it's called Derby Road. It runs right in between Canada and the United States. One side's Canadian, one side's American. It's so strange. Bookish Horse Skull asking what if you lived on that street. I did watch a video about it, and earlier, like 20 years ago, it was completely different. Before 9/11, before people would just walk across the street and get like things to eat and stuff in Canada and come back over to the US side. But then after 9/11, a lot of stuff changed. Now, if you want to cross over to the other side, you have to drive like halfway down the street, check in with the immigration border patrol, and then go across to the other side. And then you got to do the same thing going back. So it's so strange the way it is now. All right, I think the next block may be Long Island. Thank you, Peter Wayne, for $4. Appreciate it. Eddie's saying a thunderstorm warning. I was seeing that. There's about a 30% chance of a thunderstorm starting around 9 p.m. All right. These are the last sights of Queens, folks. Jonathan's saying the next block is still Queens. Okay, I guess early then. But these are the houses right on the border. I hear everybody's AC going full blast right now. In fact, there's so many people using electricity now because they're staying at home and running their ACs that even the utility companies are having trouble keeping up now. Con Edison, they've actually reduced voltage to many Queens neighborhoods. I've actually heard that. Force, I do live in the borough of Queens. All right, let me check my map. That kind of looks like Northern Boulevard ahead of me. Oh wow, this is the, you know what? Let me go back because I wanted to go the other way on Glenwood Street. Over there, it's very weird on Glenwood Street because the border runs right in the middle of the block. I am gonna end up in Great Neck when I cross over the border into Long Island. You know what I'm gonna do, because I think it's safe? I'm gonna ride my bike. So, excuse the poor view, but I'm just gonna be riding it back a block and then resuming the live stream. Much quicker than me to push it the entire way back. All right, I'm here. I'm gonna fix the view now. All right, here we go. What am I doing? I'm saving time. That's what I'm doing. I was only going back a block because I wanted to go on this block anyway. All right. Here's Glenwood Street, Queens, New York. And then on the other side is Long Island. So take a look at this. This is the border of Queens and Nassau. Glenwood Street and 41st Drive. Thank you. And then you see here on the other side of the street, the pavement changes. And now this is Long Island. So I just crossed the border. And the border changes right in the middle of this block. It's so weird. I don't really know where the border is here. It's kind of weird when like the border cuts right in the middle. Who's responsible for which side, you know? Maybe Long Island's responsible for the left side of the street and New York City is responsible for the right side. I think that's how they dealt with it here. Because if it intersects at a diagonal, who's responsible for what? This is so strange. At least they can like hire a contractor like jointly. See, here's the border, folks. It intersects it at an angle. This is so weird. I think we're on Long Island now, even though like there's not really any signs indicating that we are in Long Island. LY saying imagine paying taxes to both sides. When that happens, actually, they do pay taxes to both sides. If like 1/4 of your property is in Queens, 1/4 of your taxes go to New York City and not Nassau. Yeah, Denise, they usually do. But the thing with here is the border is so strange here that it cuts it at a diagonal. It's really hard to like even know which side is which. I mean, here's the first indication that we're in Long Island right now. I know this because this street sign is not in use in New York City. So the border just gets more and more towards Long Island as you go further down the street. Here, no stopping anytime. This is a Nassau County street sign. And then you have a New York City sign across the street. Speed bump 20 miles an hour. And then this might be a Long Island street sign. Oh no, there's a New York City sign because it says Department of Transportation. You know what? I'm so close to that street where I said that there's a fire hydrant facing each other across the border, Long Island and Queens, that I'm gonna go there. It's pretty funny to see. It's like an unspoken war between both sides. No parking anytime sign, that's Nassau. No stopping anytime. Here's Glenwood Street and Northern Boulevard. I'm on the boundary right now. So folks, this side is Queens, and you see the cut in the road, that's Long Island. I'm standing in Long Island right now. This is the actual borderline. This gas station is right between Queens and Long Island. I'm in Great Neck, not Little Neck anymore. I wonder when I could cross the street. And then you know in New York City, because they have a big sign here, New York City law, no turn on red, except where posted. That's how New York City greets you, no turn on red. And then Long Island greets you with Nassau County and speed limit 35, welcome to Great Neck. All right, I got a green light, let's go. Uh-oh, shoot, I gotta hurry up, these cars are crazy. All right. You also know you're in Long Island once the drivers get more aggressive, because Long Island drivers are known for bad driving. Now, if you want to see how crazy the border gets over here, it can get pretty ridiculous. I'll show you. Huh? So I'm on Glenwood Street right now, folks. Take a look at the border here. Once I go by Glenwood Street further down, it's going to be Queens again. But right now I'm in Long Island. And once I get over here, I'll be in Queens. All right, folks, this is Long Island right now. You're gonna see the street signs like change too, because these are the Long Island street signs. They're like shorter and written like that. Here's Long Island, right? And here's a New York City street sign. So it's so weird. Long Island's over there, and Queens is over here, and then Long Island begins over there. It says town speed limit, and the pavement completely changes. So I just walked from Long Island to Queens, back to Long Island again. And now it seems like I'm back in New York City again, because the street signs changed again. Now it's New York City street signs. No, wait. This is a Long Island street sign. So this side of the street is Long Island, and that side of the street is New York City. Here's West End Street and Glenwood Street. Wait a second. I thought I was in New York City. Now I'm back in Long Island again? West End Drive and Glenwood Street. And look, this is like so weird too. Remember that previous block? The border started like over here. And now the border of Long Island starts further down the block. And there's a fire hydrant for Long Island. It looks so weird because technically the border doesn't change until you get to the pavement here, but there's a Long Island street sign here. So it's kind of confusing. Here's Walden Avenue and Glenwood Streets. Hopefully I could find my way out of here. Oh, there's Long Island up the block. I think I'm getting lost here. I don't remember the fire hydrant being like this far away. But let me take a look. Oh wait, it's not too far from here. It's only about a block away, so this mosquito's on me now. There's Bates Road up ahead. I have to say the homes here are very interesting too. They're kind of like townhouses. Kyle is asking if they have a different accent in Long Island. A few places do. I can't really tell the difference, to be honest. Or are these houses like estates? I'm not sure. All right, so This is going to be so confusing for people. So we know there's a border right here between Queens and Long Island. Here we have Concord Street and Glenwood Street. And then across the street, we have Concord again, but it's Concord Avenue and Oakley Place. But wasn't it called Concord Street, not Concord Avenue? Concord Avenue, Concord Street. Which one do you prefer? And here's the boundary. I'm in Long Island now, folks. And look, I just walked from Long Island to Queens. That intersection is the border. It's so strange. So strange. Sofa Rodriguez, thank you for $5. What's up, brother? From Inwood Dykeman. I'm from DR. Like your live stream, walking around this $5 can get a bottle of water. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, there's Little Neck Parkway. And I'm walking on Concord Street right now. Before I was walking on Concord Avenue. Yep. How funny how the street changes colors, right? All right, it's at the end of this area where the fire hydrants face each other. I gotta find this again because it's kind of funny. Maybe I'll ride my bike there because I don't feel like walking to the end of this block. Be prepared for some weird camera angles, folks. Because I kind of want to beat this thunderstorm that's coming. Oh, the camera just flipped over. Sorry about that. All right, I think I found it. I'm gonna get off my bike now because this is funny. Yep, this is definitely it. All right. All right. Here we go. I'm gonna end the stream here because I want to beat this thunderstorm. Dominic Miola, thank you for joining Panda membership. Appreciate it very much. Here's one of the strangest things you'll ever see. Fire hydrant war. You have the yellow fire hydrant from Nassau here, across the street from New York City. Hello. This fire hydrant saying hello to the other one. The yellow one's cuter. All right, folks. I'm gonna end this stream here. If you enjoyed this live stream of me walking Little Neck and Douglaston and then walking to the Long Island border, be sure to smash that like button. I'll catch you all later. Bye-bye, folks. Time to go back to New York City. All right, I'm home now. Bye-bye.